The HeroShield project came about sort of near the tail end of March, when really I suppose lockdown was starting. And then I suppose headlines in the news was there was urgent demand for PPE. I registered my interest with a local group who seemed to be sort of 3D printing them, trying to get them out to frontline workers as quickly as possible.
I knew we had materials in stock and we had machines available, and it seemed the right thing to do at the time to get involved in the project.
The HeroShield was headed up by Adam and Fiona at Snuggle. We were developing an idea. So within a couple of days and over a weekend, we had identified a final design, and then really the main aim was to put that into production. First initial talks with the HSC, then we identified that there was thousands needed daily for frontline workers. And from our side, it was really like, how are we going to meet this demand? We were running 24/7 with it.
I was a taxi driver. Pandemic came in, work ceased. So at that time, people looking visors and whatever, and Crossen had the machinery here to make visors, but they needed men to come in and do it. And fortunately, I was able to come and do that for them.
I was at home on furlough at the time, so decided to come and help. Just sitting at home and not being able to work, and knowing that being here would probably make some time go by.
Usually you would see a lead time maybe of 6 to 12 weeks to turn around a tooling solution, but in this case we had the staff, we put a lot of late nights in at it, and we were able to turn it around within 5 days.
It was good to benchmark it, and it's to see that yes, we are punching quite above our weight.
We got to a point where we had an order to supply 70,000 pieces a week to the HSC. That equated to about 20,000 pieces a day that we had to manufacture. As a whole, we've produced over 1 million HeroShields to date. Then we're also involved in another PPE project where we had to produce 500,000 pieces within 4 weeks.
All the team were pulling together to deliver that, and it wasn't one department or one person.
Why did this work? Why did this feel different? I think in everyone's head was the pandemic was going on, but we felt as if we were doing something towards it. We did feel like key workers at that time.
You make friends really easy in here. Everyone's really nice. It definitely distracted you from everything, and at least you thought you felt like you were helping out.
We have been involved in collaborations over the years. It always felt stilted. You weren't really putting your all into it or divulging everything. Your cards were kept close to your chest, but this definitely felt different. Mainly with Snuggle, the design team that were heading it up, and Denroy Plastics, but it was embraced and it was an open and honest, genuine collaboration, which was refreshing. So hopefully that will bear fruit in the future on other normal commercial projects. It will give us a different mindset, the way we would go forward with collaborations in the future. Yeah.
The collaboration of new contacts, new suppliers, ultimately new customers, it's opened new doors for Crossen to expand. Our investment in staff and machinery always means we're continually moving forward. For sure, looking into the future, the next 5-10 years of Crossen Engineering, what we've done now is definitely will stand us well.
At the start of this, we did our normal financial forecast at the time of the year, and it was pretty grim. And we basically turned that around. So yeah, going forward, the mood is pretty positive, and there's a very good atmosphere amongst the team that we all came together and delivered these number of projects as a team.
Going through the process really makes you aware of everything, even things in your daily life. When you look around at them, it makes you aware of the process that went into them more.
Crossen Engineering to me is just unbelievable. I mean, I've had jobs in the past, but this place is completely different. Everyone's on the same page. I suppose that's the best way to put it. Everyone's on the same page. When you get the right group of people together, it works. And I think that was shown strongly, when the pandemic did that at this time. And I think it's made Crossen stronger. I do, personally, yeah.
But there was no commercial interest at the start of this. It was purely because it was the right thing to do, and it was quite satisfying to put all of our experience, good equipment, partnerships to good use to deliver this on time in a very, very short space of time. for a good cause, and seeing how the team all bought into that was very satisfying. And we're in a good position going forward. We've got a good business here, we've got a good team, and we have proved what we can do is quite unique.